So it's official. Take-Two Interactive has officially released some information on Mafia The Old Country. So to pretty much run through it, Mafia The Old Country will officially be launching on August 8th, which means August is now an even more competitive month. In August, we've got Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, and we've also got Lost Souls Aside, including 2 more AAA titles, and now including Mafia The Old Country. So August is shaping up to be a really competitive month for games and a really good month for games. Then on top of that, the game's going to cost $49.99 American or around $70 to $80 Australian. It depends on where they round it up to, which is, again, really fucking good for a game from such a large publisher and such a large developer. It's shocking that they're going with such a cheap price tag. On top of that, the game's not going to be an open world game. It's going to be a linear narrative driven game. So it's going to be smaller in scale. It's meant to only be 8 to 9 hours, but it's going to cost far less. A game very similar to Mafia The Old Country, which admittingly this is a game I've not played, but I have watched a little bit on, being Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Now, they're not similar in theme, but they're similar in scale. Like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is linear, a little bit more narrative-driven game. It's still got open world sections, and it's still a little bit more open world, but it's not. It's considerably. I would say it's more of a linear game than open world. It's not big world, but it's got sections you can explore. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So they're similar in scale. Mafia The Old Country is meant to be only 8 to 9 hours. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was only like 8 to 7 hours. They're both linear, kinda, and they were both narrative-driven games. They're similar in scale, that's what I'm trying to say. But the big difference between both of these games being very similar in scale is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is $120 Australian, while Mafia The Old Country is going to be potentially $70 to $80 Australian, again, depending on how they round it out. They could round it to 80, they could round it to 70, it just depends. But the difference is one game costs majoritively more, and one costs majoritively less, while both being probably having similar budgets, both of them coming from quite notable developers, and both of them being around the same in scale, but one costing $40 to $50 more, I think is ridiculous. And I think realistically, devs really need to be taking notes out of Take-Two's notebook, you know what I mean? Because charging $49.99 American for Mafia The Old Country is a great decision. It means more people are going to buy the game, and it's a perfect price for a game which is a lot more linear and narrative driven game, like a game that's smaller in scale. So charging far less for a game that's smaller in scale, it's just a huge W, and I really did not expect it from Take-Two Interactive, like, at all. And I think more developers and publishers should be listening and looking at what Take-Two's doing, because this is a great decision. And I know for a fact I will be picking up Mafia The Old Country on August 8th. And I want to know, will you be picking up Mafia The Old Country on August 8th? Again, day one pickup for me, but I want to know how y'all feel about this, and y'all good.